Okay, here are the last section of notes for this unit. So we have gone through everything that we need to with inductive and deductive reasoning, different kinds of proofs, how we can tell if something is valid or not, counterexamples, and in this last section we are going to be looking at combining our inductive and deductive reasoning to solve different problems. So 1.6, reasoning to solve problems. Once again, starting off with what is the difference between our inductive and deductive reasoning? So inductive reasoning involves solving that simpler problem. You're observing patterns, you're drawing logical conclusions from those observations, whereas deductive reasoning involves using known facts or assumptions in an argument that's then used to draw a logical conclusion. So remember, inductive reasoning uses specific examples or specific cases or specific numbers, whereas deductive reasoning uses like variables, it proves something, you're starting with things you know are true and drawing conclusions from that. So a couple examples that we have. In our first example, we have 10 cards numbered 0 to 9 that are divided among 5 envelopes with 2 cards in each of the envelopes. Each envelope shows the sum of the cards inside it. So the sum of the cards inside this 5 envelope must add to 5. These must add to 7, must add to 10, must add to 14, must add to 9. We know that the envelope marked with a 10 contains the 6th card. Okay, so we know that the 6th card is in our 10, and we know that the envelope marked 14 contains the 5 card. Okay, so how many cards do we have again? Oh, right, cards numbered from 0 to 9, 10 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we have 10 cards. All right, we know that the 6th one is in here, so that's already taken care of. We know that 5 one is in the 14, so that's already taken care of. And we need to figure out where the other cards are. So what pairs of cards does each envelope contain? And these two things are going to help me. So I know that the 10 card contains a 6. I know that 6 plus my other card must equal 10. So 6 plus 4 equals 10. So the 6 and the 4 card must be in here with the 10. So there, it's gone. Here in our 14, so 5 plus 9 equal 14, so that 9 card must be in there. Now we have to figure out where the other cards go. Now the 0 card can't go with a 9 because the 9's over here and it would have to be 9 plus 0, so 0 card won't go there. Nor will it go with a 5. I can't have 5 plus 0 to get my sum of 5. So the 0 card must go with the 7, and there is still a 7 card left over. So the 7 envelope must contain the 7 card and the 0 card. So those are gone. Okay. Lastly, it doesn't make sense for this 8 card to be in the 5 because I don't have any negative number cards here, so I won't get a number that I can add 8 to get 5. So the 8 card must go with the 9 and 8 plus 1, so the 1 card must also go with the 9. And lastly, I have the 2 and 3 cards left over, and that makes sense because 2 plus 3 equals 5. All right, so we are starting with some facts. We had 10 cards. We have some more facts that the 6 card goes with the 10, the 5 cards goes with the 14. What we're using here is deductive reasoning. Now, you wouldn't have had to figure it out in the same order as I did. Hopefully you had paused the question to do it before you just watched my explanation. But yeah, like you did not have to do it in that order. You could have used the information that we had here to figure out the cards in several different ways. In example 2, we have 10 people in a room and each person needs to shake the hand of every other person. So how many handshakes are going to be exchanged? So for this, I would probably like to draw it out a little bit. So I have 10 people. So let's say I have my first person and they're going to go and shake hands with everybody. So my first person is going to go shake hands with person number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there's all my 10 people. Now that first person will shake hands 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. So when I have 10 people shaking hands, they do, like, I'll have 9 handshakes. So number 1 is going to go and get everybody. Okay, now my person number 1 has shook hands with everybody. So they are done. And now on to person number 2. Okay, so person number 2 is going to go shake hands with everybody else. So person number 2 is going to shake hands with 3, with 4, with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, but they don't need to shake hands with person number 1 again because they've already shaken their hand. Okay, so this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 handshakes in round 2. So when I have 9 people, I get 8 handshakes. Okay, so I'm starting to see a pattern here. Okay, so we can use some inductive and deductive reasoning to do this. So 10 people will be 9 handshakes, 9 people will be 8 handshakes. Okay, 8 people, I'll have 7 handshakes. When I get down to 6 people, it'll be 5. With 5, there'll be 4 handshakes exchanged. 4 will be 3, 3 will be 2, 2 will be 1, and one person can't really shake hands with themselves. I mean, they can, but like, why? Okay, so adding these up, I end up getting 45 handshakes. We are mostly using some inductive reasoning here. And there are so many other examples that we could do, and all of them will be just a little bit different, use different things. However, it's easiest just to start trying some of these out for yourself, see how far you get. I can always help you out. So your assignment is going to be page 49. You have to do these 5 questions at least. So 1, 6, 7, 9, 13, and then choose 2 from the following list. Okay, so number 3, 5, 8, 10, 15, and 16. If you want to do an extension, you can look at page 56 and do number 4, 9, and 11, or like just do a couple more from this section here. Instead of doing 2, maybe do a couple more just to get some good practice. Make sure you're ready. Okay, and that's it. Bye.